Understanding the main steps that takes for you to buy a home, it's extremely important. If you're the first time home buyer or if you need a refresher, this video is for you. Hi, this is Amanda Aguiar, your Greater Seattle Realtor. My passion is to serve the community and provide educating tips and ideas. So make sure to subscribe, add your comments below. All right, let's get started and talk about how to buy a house step by step. Step number 1, determine your budget. Before you start looking for a house, it is very important to have a clear understanding of your financial situation. This includes how much you can afford to spend on a house, what type of mortgage that you can qualify for, or what monthly payment will it be. Step number 2, get pre-approval for a mortgage. It is a good idea to get pre-approved for a mortgage before you start looking for a house. This will give you a better idea of your budget and help you narrow down your search for the houses that you can actually afford. Step number 3, start looking for a house. Once you have a clear idea of your budget and you have been pre-approved for a mortgage, you can start looking for a house that meets your criteria. You can search online, work with a real estate agent, or attend open houses to find homes that meet your needs. Step number 4, make an offer. Once you find a house that you want to buy, you will need to make an offer to that seller. Your offer should include the price you're willing to pay, as well as any contingencies, such as the need of a home inspection, for example, or a financing. Step number 5, negotiate. If the seller accepts your offer, congratulations. But if not, you may need to negotiate the terms of the sale until you reach an agreement. Step number 6, get a home inspection. It is always a good idea to have a professional home inspection done before you finalize the purchase of a house. This will help you identify any potential problems or issues that may need to be addressed before you close on the property. Step number 7, finalize financing. If you have not already done so, you need to finalize your mortgage financing before closing on the house. This will typically involve submitting documentation such as proof of income and employment to your lender. Step number 8, close on the house. Once all the necessary documents have been signed and the finances is in place, you are ready to close on the house and take ownership of that. This typically involves signing a bunch of paperwork and paying closing costs such as the closing fees and property taxes. But then you might ask, do I need a real estate agent? And I am glad that you asked. It is not required to use a real estate agent to buy a house, but many people choose to do so because it makes the process easier and less stressful. A real estate agent can help you find the properties that meet your criteria, negotiate with the seller, and handle the paperwork and other details of the transaction. If you do decide to work with your real estate agent, you typically need to sign a buyer's representation agreement, which outlines the terms of your relationship and the services that the agent will provide. You may also be required to pay the agent a commission, which is typically a percentage of the sales price of the house. And most of the time that comes from the seller itself. And if you prefer to handle the process of buying a house on your own, you can research for properties online, attend open houses, and negotiate directly with the seller and or their agent. But though, keep it in mind that you are responsible for handling all the details of the transaction, including finding and working with a mortgage lender, negotiating the purchase price, completing all the necessary paperwork, which there is a lot. So just make sure you are thinking about those things. Here are a few factors to consider when deciding whether or not to work with an agent. Time. Buying a house can be a time-consuming process, especially if you are new to the process or do not have a lot of experience. An agent can help you find properties that meet your criteria, schedule showing, handle all the negotiation and paperwork, and freeing your time to focus on other things like moving. It's an expert. A real estate agent have a wealth of knowledge about the losing housing market and can provide valuable insights and advice on the things like pricing, negotiating strategies, potential issues with particular property. Another thing to think about is access. Agents have access to a wide range of resources and tools, including the listings that may not be available to the general public. They also help connect with other professionals such as mortgage lenders, home inspectors, who can assist with the buying process. One very critical, stress. Buying a house can be so stressful, especially if you're not familiar with the process. An agent can help alleviate some of that stress by handling the details and negotiating in your behalf. If you're comfortable handling the process of buying a house on your own and have the time and expertise to do so, you may choose not to use a real estate agent. However, if you feel that you would benefit from an expertise and assistance of a professional, working with a real estate agent may be a good choice for you. I hope these tips will help you understand more about the home purchasing process, because there are a lot of details in there and I barely touched the surface. If you have any questions or need assistance, please let me know. I have a global team that I can tap on and we'll make sure to help you find the best real estate agent in your area in case you're not in the Seattle area. So please make sure to share this video with someone and subscribe and follow my page for more future videos. Bye.